Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good afternoon, actually. Good day to you. It is the 20th of February, wherever you are. Right now, where I am, is the 20th of February, and it is day 20 of the 10-minute portrait challenge for February with our series of musicians. And we have sketched so many incredible artists, and it's been so wonderful seeing all of your work. And hi, 81 Tizzle, Sue, Verena, Barbara. Verena was the lucky winner of my live stream giveaway on Saturday. We sketched Syrian musicians with a. You can check out the replay, and there's a link to fundraising to support earthquake victims in northern Syria. And Verena won the giveaway and has chosen this sketch of Noor, who I was able to chat with on Instagram after the live stream, which was super nice. And yeah, we're gonna sketch Kate Bush today. And I've got this reference. And my first encounter with Kate Bush, let's just start sketching. I would love everyone to tell me in the chat where you're watching from, who you are, and what you're working with. You don't have to tell me who you are. I'm just happy for you to exist and be here. All right, 10 minutes. Let's draw. So I spent some time drifting around Europe, hitchhiking around, and part of my journey was I met a flute builder. I hitchhiked with a flute builder, and he taught me to build flutes from elderberry branches, and it was a very beautiful, magical phase of my life. And I think I was recently in one of the recent live streams talking about how I used to think I can't make music, and getting to know this instrument, the overtone flute, which is a very special instrument. It helped me to reassess the way I think of making music, and to alleviate some of the fear that I had of like touching instruments, the fear that it would sound terrible. And my teacher, who I got my first flute from, he was really into Kate Bush, and so I listened to some of her music with him, and I love running up that hill. And it's been so interesting that recently, thanks to Stranger Things, running up the hill has reawakened in the collective consciousness. And there were lots of videos and stuff that were using that track on social media, which was interesting. There's a really cool, I also love the cover of Running Up That Hill by Placebo. I think I forgot to link to any Kate Bush stuff. It was a bit quick. I had a busy weekend. I was away, spending a lot of time with my kids, and we actually went somewhere this weekend. So I kind of went from Saturday's Music of Syria live stream, and the kind of wrapping up after that, and checking out some people's posts, and setting up the next live stream, and then going to bed, waking up, and then driving to Wolfsburg. And we went to Fenol on the weekend, and it's really cool just to go somewhere, to do something with the kids. It was only slightly overwhelming. I can't remember why I was talking about that, but that's what I was doing on the weekend. And it's crazy that it's already the 20th of February, and so we've been at it for a while now, and this is the second time I've done the 10-minute portrait challenge. And yeah, it's so cool sketching together. I appreciate the practice myself. Like, it's interesting to see the way I'm kind of pushing the way I work with ink, or kind of refining my process and flow, and just kind of really spending a lot of time with ink this month. And then to see what you're all doing is really wonderful. Hi Marlies. Hi Gabriela, Tom, Cora. Nice to see you there, friends, out in the world. So someone suggested we sketch Kate Bush. Is that someone here right now? I can't remember who it was, but I appreciate all of the suggestions that people have made. And I'm sure that beyond this month, there are still plenty of amazing, inspiring, incredible musicians. I'm sure we'll have another, we could have another 10-minute portrait challenge of musicians. And so just reading a little bit about Kate Bush this morning, and how she has had such a large influence on pop music and music, and is interestingly has been quite a recluse. And it's super interesting in the age of social media to have these people who really value their privacy and stuff. Right. What am I doing? Over halfway. Marlies is in Hanover. Cool. Yeah, I wonder where is everyone? So I rarely leave Göttingen. I live close to Göttingen in central Germany, but we were in Wolfsburg on the weekend at the Feno, and drove past Braunschweig, quite close to Hanover. And I used to. So the time I first became aware of Kate Bush, I was hitchhiking around Europe a lot, and on the road, and people, half random people on the internet would be like, "Hey, come to my country or come to my city on the weekend," and I'd be like, "All right, I'll just hitchhike somewhere and go to a different country to go to a party on the weekend or something." And these days I tend to be at home a lot. But it was really, really cool. I guess now that our youngest is 4 years old, and maybe our radius of movement may start expanding, different things become possible again. Yeah, it was just nice. Nice going somewhere. And when I went to Dusseldorf last year, I was like, oh yeah, so cool, going to places and experiencing something and offering that to the kids as well. It's also nice being at home, but it's nice going places. And yeah, so many of you are actually like quite close, like Hanover is really, really close. Three minutes left. Hi Liz, wow, you got up early to draw with us. So cool. Yeah, Liz asked last night, so, when's tomorrow's live stream? I was like, it's going to be 6 a.m. for you. So well done. I'm very impressed. You can enjoy that coffee, sketch along with the replay if you like, if you're still waking up, or just dive into sketching. That'd be pretty amazing. Just like roll out of bed and start drawing. It's our kids are celebrating Fasching today at school in kindergarten, Karneval. Very excited, very cute and dressed up. And it's has not really been something that has belonged to my kind of cultural experience very much, but it's cool seeing how much the kids love it. And tomorrow, Tuesday, is every Tuesday we hang out and sketch together. If anyone would like to come dressed up in their carnival gear, feel free. The last couple of years we have had carnival editions over there of the Drawing with Dylan sessions on Tuesdays, and it's been super fun when people come dressed up. Alright, maybe a bit final nib is actually cool. This one. So this is like, I think 1.4 or 1.8 millimeter nib. The pen I was just holding is a 3.8 millimeter nib, which is glorious. '81 Tizzles in the Netherlands. I lived in, well, I thought I would live there longer, but then I met Kira and moved to Germany. But I was in Maastricht for a while. I lived in Belgium and learnt some Dutch. And I was kind of, yeah, I had a working holiday visa in Britain and then one in Belgium, and then I got one for the Netherlands, and I was waiting around for my working permit in the Netherlands, and it took so long to get, and I just left, went hitchhiking, and ended up landing in Germany because I met Kira. Maastricht. Also did a so cool. There was the Landbouwbelang was this squatted building quite close to the inner city, and it was so cool. There was a Volksküche and cinema and parties and all these cool things that happened at the Landbouwbelang, and I really enjoyed my time in the Netherlands. All right, that's 10 minutes. I'm not feeling as content with this one as some of my others, but that's all right. Could keep going a bit, but try and stick pretty close to the 10 minutes. I see potential things that I could do to make this make myself feel a bit better about it, but that's just how it is today. It's what is it? I don't know what I was about to say. How's everyone else doing? Extremely short 10 minutes. I know. What's to do with that? Why was this 10 minutes so short? It was I love when we do the longer 10-minute portrait sessions on Saturdays, and it's like 10-minute portraits in just over 2 hours, around 2 hours, and sometimes like really getting into the flow and the rhythm of these 10-minute portraits when you do like a bunch of them one after the other. Some of them are like, oh yeah, it's like time expands and contracts in such strange ways. Oh, I don't know. This one almost. Oh, not real happy with this, but it's right. It's just how it is. What am I doing? Should I just keep going? Should I stop? What have I done? Gabriella, short as well. How is it for everyone else? How's this 10 minutes for you? How have you experienced the past 10 minutes? Are you content with your 10-minute experience? Not that we want to put like a value judgment on the experience, but yeah, sometimes it's just kind of like, sometimes it feels good and sometimes it feels confusing. I feel like this would be a bit of a project to really get it. Sometimes you can keep pushing, and it's like, oh, maybe it just needs a bit of this, bit of that. Or sometimes you then kill the highlights and, like yesterday, trying to finish something up. This eye went a bit darker, perhaps than it could have been, and maybe under the jawline. Any Kate Bush fans here? I'm not sure anyone told me that they were the one who suggested we sketch Kate Bush. Yeah, Barbara, you're at home. You'll love being at home. Why are you at home? What's going on? Is it still COVID that's keeping you at home, or is it something new? I'm like, oh, pleasantly surprised that Barbara's here. I like this side more than this side. There's some gotten a bit dark. Oh well. I'm going to have to leave it there. I know. Discontent. And I'm going to accept the fact that I'm just discontent with this and leave it at that. Maastricht is so close to Aachen. You live in Aachen. Cool. So we have to catch up with the musicians from last Saturday. Rosenmontag, Kate will be pink. That's cool. Yeah, I remember being in Maastricht for Carnival, and all the people dressed up in their funny clothes and walking through the city with their instruments. It's like a day of the year where people have some fun, and yeah, so interesting. I was like, oh, it'd be so nice if more often people just walk through the streets with their trombones and making music and stuff. Okay. So you get it's a public holiday. That's why you're at home. The only good thing of Carnival is Rosenmontag, Faschingsmuffel. Cool. Yeah, a day off. So that's why you get to be here sketching with us. All right. Venlo. Cool. Too short. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened. Today was short, but we'll see how we go. Thank you so much for being here, and see you this time tomorrow here as well, where we'll be sketching again and perhaps have a different 10-minute experience. Cora's not content either, but the ref is not typical Kate Bush. Cora, send me another a Kate Bush reference that you think would be the best. There were some other cool ones that I found, but I don't know. I liked the shape of the hair with this one, and that's why I picked it. But then I was like, I don't know. Least content so far, but that's all right. You've got to. Is the image link? I think if you, I use this the browser DuckDuckGo, and I think I just searched Kate Bush, and there was an article about her being an overlooked but influential artist. Thank you for being here, and yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. Another 10-minute portrait, and I'd love to see your work. Whether if you are content enough to share it on social media, you can use You can use these hashtags. Drawing with Dylan, 10-minute portrait, and yeah. That's it for today. See you next time, and join us tomorrow evening for the live Zoom session as well. If you want to draw together and hang out and chat, it's always super fun. See you next time. Bye. Should I draw this again? Do another one, maybe.